The coronavirus prompting a global rebirth into a new normal, pushing the limits of testing capacity and the creativity of business. It may serve as a guide for the United States. Restaurants in Spain opening patios, barbers in Turkey again cutting hair, and along the famous Champs-Élysées in Paris, about half the shops reopen Monday.
And what we hope is, of course, things get better step by step, but probably not with the tourists in first.
But even as some countries reopen, officials caution not everyone is ready for a restart.
If we take our foot off the brake too soon, the real danger is that we will end up in this lockdown for longer. And worst of all, we will lose many more people along the way.
New Zealand on the way to reopen business over the next 10 days, only with tight restrictions that mean theaters, bars, and restaurants will have to space out customers.
But that fits with our plan. And our plan was go hard, go early, so we can get our economy moving again sooner.
Leaders already learning from other reopenings.
We don't want to be South Korea.
A new uptick in cases in Seoul prompting the government to reverse course, again shutting down bars and nightclubs, canceling a planned reopen for schools this week.
The infection cluster, which recently occurred in entertainment facilities, has raised awareness that even during the stabilization phase, similar situations can arise again anytime, anywhere in an enclosed, crowded space. It's not over until it's over.
Germany, too, seeing a new outbreak, even as some students test themselves in school. The World Health Organization says it's hopeful countries can react to these outbreaks quicker, but offering a warning. Countries without enough testing or contact tracing could see big new spikes.
Shutting your eyes and trying to drive through this blind is about as silly an equation as I've seen. And I'm really concerned that certain countries are setting themselves up for some seriously blind driving over the next few months.
Testing varies greatly by country. This data from a group at Oxford University shows tests per 1,000 people. In Denmark, among the most tested countries in the world, schools are open. Amusement parks teeming with kids. Worldwide data shows the U.S. is testing far more than much of the world, but still behind places like Denmark, Spain, and Russia. Some U.S. states are forging ahead with reopenings, even as the percentage of positive tests climbs.
It feels like a little bit of freedom and just to be around people again.
Many states are building teams to conduct contact tracing. But groups like United States of Care say states need to do much more of it. Testing likely won't reach recommended levels before business restarts. A group of experts working with Harvard University says reopening requires 5 million tests a day, 20 million a day to fully restart. The U.S. is currently doing about 300,000 a day, a number that has only slightly improved since mid-April. James Packard, Newsy, Chicago.